Alright, you've been staring at a blank screen for hours, you're here on YouTube to figure out how to finally get over your creative block, your writer's block, your art block, and congratulations, you've come to the right place, because I'm gonna show you how to fix it once and for all, and how to become immune against blocks like that forever. Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam Nasser. I am the autistic hypnotist and your host, and I'll explain the world to you through the lens of an autistic hypnotist and show you how to solve problems that seem insurmountable with just a little bit of hypnosis and a little bit of knowledge about the unconscious mind. So, for today, let's make sure you can be as creative as you want to be at any time, any place, anywhere. Sounds good? Now, the first thing you want to understand is you don't have a creative block at all. What? What the fuck? In fact, your creativity is just the same as it used to be yesterday or 5 minutes before the block. The only problem is the thing inside you that's responsible for creativity isn't active right now.
What do you mean by that?
Now, you have a conscious and an unconscious mind. The conscious mind is in charge of making decisions, of control. It thinks in binary terms, good, bad, black, white, up, down, yes, no. And the conscious mind is the one that says, I want to draw right now. I want to write right now. I want this specific result in the end. It can just decide if the result is good enough.
Good job!
The problem with the conscious mind is, it is kind of a control freak. So it wants to make sure everything is perfect at all times. And it has a few trust issues. So, whenever something needs to be absolutely perfect, the conscious mind tries to do it by itself. And here's the problem. Execution is something the conscious mind cannot do.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Only the unconscious mind can do that. So, if you want a result, but you cannot be the one who executes it, but you still don't give over control, nothing's happening, and boom, you have a block.
Oh shit, here we go again.
What you want to do is to get your unconscious mind involved again. And once your unconscious mind is involved again, then creativity will just flow like crazy. And there are a few tips that I can share with you today that help you do exactly that.
Yeah, boy.
So the first tip that I can give you that is actually super fun is called intentional
I don't like where this is going.
Remember, I just told you the unconscious mind is the one who executes and the conscious mind is a control freak who's afraid to fail.
Why you bully me? You bitch. You bully me, everyone else.
Now, with the intentional you purposefully try to produce the worst work you have ever done.
You serious?
And you can have your fun with this. Yeah. Try to do it as badly as you can, as badly as possible.
We don't do that here.
Why? First of all, you get comfortable with failing because you create the worst thing possible. It doesn't get much worse than that. So the unconscious mind gets more control because the conscious mind learns, alright, failing isn't as bad as I thought. I don't need to control everything here.
My time has come.
Second reason for this is it shows that you are in control because the conscious mind is afraid that failure happens randomly, so it wants to control everything so nothing random happens. Well, random things happening is part of creativity, right? So when you show it, hey, I'm controlling this, I am in charge of making stuff happen, I'm choosing to do the worst thing, it doesn't get much worse than this, but I was the one who chose it. And on top of it, if you do your worst, it can only get better from there.
Nice.
Another benefit of this, you can see it's a really, really good exercise. Trying to mess something up kind of forces you to be creative.
Wait a minute!
Because you now have to try to be creative enough to make the worst thing happen. And it's incredibly fun. It is something that can entertain you for hours. And guess what? If you have fun, if you're entertained, you suddenly become more creative again. Because you relax your mind. There's no fear of judgment, no fear of failure, nothing that can stop you. It's just you having fun with your talents.
Perfect.
Now the second exercise that is extremely powerful is actually something that was used by Edison, like Thomas Alva Edison and a few other people in history, and I call it the sleepy key method. You sit in a chair, you have a key or a small metal object, something that makes noise when it falls down, but doesn't break when it falls down. You have it in your hand, and you sit on a chair and you take a nap.
I'm taking a nap!
And when you start to fall asleep, you slowly cross over to this threshold of trance, because trance is right in the middle between being awake and being asleep. Now, most people can't control this, so they would just fall asleep. But before you fall asleep, all your muscles relax. So, before you completely are gone, you would just drop the key, and that sound jerks you, and the state that you are in after that happens is one of the most creative states of being you can be in. So, have fun with that. The third exercise I can give you for today is called gratitude return habit. Here's how it works. Gratitude is an emotion that is so powerful, it overrides everything else. It overrides guilt and fear and shame and sadness and depression, everything. Because you cannot be grateful when something bad happened. So when you on purpose evoke gratitude, it means something good happened.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get.
Something was going right. Be it being you creative, be it that you had something good happen to you, be it that you are grateful for the people in your life, doesn't matter. But in this specific case, we want to return the gratitude for everything you did before. So what you do is you revisit your best work to this day and you look over it and you thank yourself actively for being able to produce something like that. And sometimes it might be hard, I get it. My wife is an artist too. She sometimes has struggled understanding why what she did great was great. So here's another thing you can do. You use some of your first ever attempts. You can even use the purposefully failed attempts that you created with the first exercise. Compare it with your latest work. And then you compare the two. And you are grateful for the process and the difference that you see from beginning towards end. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, it just has to be progress. It has to be about expression. Do you feel you expressed yourself better than before? I'm not saying did you do it good, or did you do it well, or did you do it perfect? No. Did you express yourself better than before? Do you feel more freedom in expressing yourself with this specific skill? And when you do that, gratitude arises even if you don't feel it. Because emotions are the only thing you cannot imagine. You always feel it just by thinking on it. The moment I said think about gratitude, gratitude flares up in your brain, even if you don't sense it. So your brain switches gears and suddenly you become more relaxed. Now, please let me know which of those exercises you used, how they worked for you, how fast they worked for you, because this video is actually the first in this new series I call Ask a Hypnotist. And a few friends of mine in a mastermind I'm in, they asked me a few questions and I gave them my hypnosis perspective on it. They were like, holy shit, you have to make a video about this. So thank my friends that you don't know yet.
Thank you. Who else? I have so many people that I know I need to...
for this video today. I really hope it helped you. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click all the buttons and activate the notifications, because I might make a video just for a specific question you had. I might drop a video just the moment when you need it, so you don't want to miss that as well. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.